Uh, Hello. We are here to introduce our project, uh, which we have picked up. The topic of the project is secure data vault with encryption and blockchain technology. And we are team number 4. I myself is Sawani Rajdeep, and my teammates are Shubham Shankaram and Kishan Kumar Sharma. Yeah, we are doing this project in under the guidance of Dr. Raja Rajan ji. Yeah, Shubham, please can you go to the our web application? Yeah. Yes, yeah. As we can see, this is our web application login page. If user has scam, he has to enter his username and password and one secret key which he has to remember all the time if he wants to access his own data in our application. Yeah. For that, if user hasn't any account, he can use this sign up and make a sign in by adding the full name, email ID, passwords, and a secret key. This secret key you have to enter in login page. So you have to remember all the time this secret key. Yeah.
Okay, so once a user enters their username and password, and the secret key, it actually gets a token, which is once it clicks login, the token the client side get is encrypted using the secret key, and it is stored in the session storage here. And in the second page, we have to again put the same secret key which we entered in the login page to actually get the decrypted token to our variable. So once we have entered our dashboard, so now we will use that token to get all the data from our backend and show it here. So as I can show you in the Postman, first we have to log in. In the login, this is the JWT token which we are getting, and using this JWT token, we are actually storing it in the session storage using the encrypted secret key which is there in the login page, and storing it as session storage. So after we are getting this token, we will actually use it as a header to get all the other data of to show in UI.
Yeah, so this is our dashboard, and after once you log in, you land on this page. Yeah, this is your profile picture and the user the name which you has entered in sign up form, and this is one of our functionality of our web application, so that you can store your passwords at here safely. So yeah, this is the first you have to store the password, like you have to enter the website, which website, the password and user ID of the website, and user ID and password. Once you once you add to click on add button, it will come up with a this box like card show, and it will show the website, email address, and password. When you click on the images tab, you will be able to images which you had uploaded on our site. Yeah, this one, and you can upload the images by choosing image from here. Yeah, see, if you choose an image like this, open and upload. Yeah, it will come up at the end with the upload date and our MD5. Yeah, Shubham, can you explain about the functionalities of this image?
Okay,
and
so
password?
when you Okay, so this is the database structure of our. So this is the database structure of this web app, which has the uploaded files, users, and the password. So in the users, we are actually storing the created at name, phone number, email, password. So as you can see, this is a encrypted password which we are storing. So what happens when the user login is, the web app actually calculates a hash of the user's password and sends the hash to our backend to actually verify if it is correct or not. So the backend does not have to actually gain access to the actual password, but to just compare the hash of the both of the password and just do the uh, authentication part. So and in upload files, we have our all the uploaded files here, which has file name, it's MD5, content type, and the all the uploaded chunks are here, which is the all the binary data of that files. Yeah. So this is how the this backend MongoDB is working. So in our next implementation, we'll change this MongoDB to actually store all these data into blockchain to make it more secure, and retrieving and storing data, everything in the blockchain only. And in the password, it is, or everything is coming from the blockchain. And here the token which we are getting from the session storage, here it is being actually stored in a variable. So when the this tab is being closed, so when this dashboard is open, the token is decrypted using that secret key and stored in a variable. Every call here is being called by using that token. And so here, once the user closes this app, it can't go back to the localhost 4000, because like it will just come as a blank, because it can't make any call without that token. So the user has to go to user/login and login again, and just provide another secret key, which can be 1234, and we have to provide it again to get all the data back. So this was the implementation of our web app. So here we are using JSON web token to which is being stored in our client side. So once the user has logged in, it gets the JSON token, JSON web token. It encrypted using the that key, which here the user this secret key. And thus again this secret key is again asked when the user is on the dashboard page to actually get it back. So we are using the session storage here because it is only expires in the same tab, and expires on the tab close, and the storage location is the browser only. So why we are using session storage? Because it is there is no cookie poisoning here, or also known as session hijacking. So the attackers cannot get access to the any data token which we are storing, because first it is an encrypted form. Second, the token which we are using, it is actually stored in the variable, which is only accessed inside our web app, and like it cannot be accessed from outside. And if website has don't have proper security measure, attacker can steal cookies here. Even if they got the cookie, it will be in encrypted form, and it will be no use for them. So we are using Java web token, which has a header, payload, and a signature. The payload actually contains all the data which is required for our backend to identify which user has this token, and the signature is used to verify verify the authenticity of this header and the payload. So the signature has a secret which is stored in our backend base URL encoding of the header plus payload. So without knowing the secret, this cannot be tampered, and the JWT signature will always verify the authenticity of the JWT token. Yeah, Kishan can continue.
Yeah, thank you, Shubham. So in this project, we have used different languages for developing the website. So the technology which we have used are HTML for designing, and CSS for styling the website. Then we have used JavaScript and Node.js to make the site functional. And for review 3, we will be adding further technology like blockchain for more security. So next page, please. So this is the flow chart for encryption and decryption process. So first the user will open the site, then he will enter the plain data, which will then be encrypted using AES algorithm, then which will be stored in a database in encrypted form. Then the user will import the data from the storage, which is in encrypted form, and then he will he will decrypt the data using the algorithm, and then the data will again be in the plain form. So by this the encryption decryption process will end. And so next page please. So these are the main features of our project. So the main feature of the system is ensuring the privacy of entity data so that it cannot be accessed by unauthorized parties, including the storage provider. So the data is encrypted both while it is in transit, when it is being sent over network, or while it is in rest. So the project provides with the long-term, low-cost, and immutable and safe storage solution for our data. It provides complete protection to our data using multiple devices. So it also provides the CIA property. So confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So the next from now Rajdeep will take over. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. This is the front end design, and as we already shown, if we are here we are storing session storage in encrypted form, and if someone gets it, there is no use of him. Okay. Then go to the login screen. Hello. Yeah. This is our login screen, and here we are storing passwords using MD5 hashed form, and it is very quick to store and easy for us. Okay. And the hash is like no human can read the proper data from the hash, and hash is not revert back to the original plain text which we have hashed. Okay, from the hash. Yeah. Again, go to the next page. Yeah. In this we have used the AES standards, advanced encrypted standards for encryption. Yeah. And yeah, for secret key. Yeah. The AES is compatible with both the hardware and software, and the number of transaction rounds that converts the input, known as plain text, into the final output. The known ciphertext is specified by the key size, key used for the AES ciphers. Like for 128 bits key, there is 10 rounds. For 192 bits bit key, there is 12 rounds, like that. And each round includes multiple processing stages, and one of which is dependent on encryption key. Okay, this is the encrypted format of our secret key and JWT token. Yeah. First one is the encrypted format, and second one is the decrypted format. Yeah, in this we have to pass the JWT token and the secret key which we have collected from the user, and which he has to add this secret key input. Yeah, go back to this and come to the next slide. Yeah. Again, the secret key will be stored in the local storage in encrypted format, and here there's a pop-up will come, and we have to again use the secret key to decrypt all our token, or decrypt the token for enhancing security. Okay, after we adding the secret key again we go back, we go to our dashboard. Yeah, go to the next slide. Yeah, this is our dashboard which we have already shown in our web application. yeah, these are the some pictures of our web application. Yeah, go to the next slide. Yeah, this is the image portal of our website. Yeah, yeah. For review 3, we are implementing the blockchain technology to this to store the data for more security. And if you have any suggestions, please let us know to make better to our project. And thank you so much to give your time. And this is that's it.